So now we have to write work done in terms of rectangular components. If we are having a force which is applied on a body and that very force is having no components, as you are aware that force is a vector quantity, so it will be having a components of like this: fxi, fyj plus fzk. So this is the force, it's having the components. This is along x-axis, this is along y-axis, and this is along z-axis. If there is displacement in the body and that very displacement mm, is having the components, that very displacement is s, and you are having components in x-axis, you are having xi, in y-axis you are having yj, in z-axis you are having zk. While k, I, j, and k, I, j, and k, they are the unit vectors. Now, as we do know that work done, W equals to what? F dot of S. So if we are going to use the components here, so it will be Fxi plus Fy of j plus Fz of k dot of xi plus yj plus z of k. Then we can simply place, as you have read it in your scalar vector form, the scalar product of two vectors, it will be simply this components, it will be xfx plus yfy plus zfz. So simply the x component is going to multiply with x, y is going to multiply with y, and z is going to multiply with z. Rest will vanish. So this is how we are going to find the work done in terms of what? Rectangular components. For example, if we are having a question like this, what? Calculate work done if F is equal to 3I plus 2J plus 2K, N is for Newton as it is the force, and S is equal to 2I plus 4J minus 2K meter as it is. Then find the work done. Simply we will say W, work done is equal to what? F dot of S. But now you are aware, instead of F we are having what? 3I 2J plus 2K, and it will be with dot of what? 2I plus 4J minus 2K. So the I is going to multiply with I, it will be 3 2's, that is 3 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 2 into minus 2. So it will be 6, it will be 2 4, it is 8, it is minus 4. So simply 6 minus 4, yeah, 8 minus 4, that's 4, 6 and 4, that's simply 10, and this is joule. So this is how we are going to find out what? We are going to find out what about the work done. If we are having the force and displacement in terms of its components, then we can simply multiply their x components, their y components, and their z components. As this work is a scalar quantity, you might have read it is a scalar quantity. So if we have to express it as units of work, so I will say here units of work, units of work. The SI unit of work is joule, as now we are aware W equals to F into S. So if F is expressed in what? Newton, and S in displacement is in meter, then what will say? W equals to Newton into meter, that's called as what? Joule. So work done is said to be 1 joule. When is the work done said to be 1 joule? 1 joule equals to 1 Newton into 1 meter. So work done is said to be 1 joule when a force of 1 Newton produces a displacement of 1 meter in the body. At that very time, we're going to say the work is said to be as 1 joule. At the same time, if we will express F, if F is expressed in what? Dyne, and S in centimeter, then you are having W equals to dyne into centimeter, that is called as erg. So 1 erg is equal to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. So work is said to be 1 erg if a force of 1 dyne produces a displacement of 1 centimeter in the body, then you can see the work there is said to be as 1 erg. If you will see the relation between two, so now I will show simply the relation. We know 1 joule equals to 1 Newton into meter, but I know 1 Newton is 10 raised power 5 dyne and 1 meter is 10 raised power 2 centimeter. So bases are same, it will be at 10 raised power 7, it will be dyne centimeter, but dyne centimeter, that's called as the erg. Then you will say 1 joule is equal to 10 raised power 7 erg, which you have to remember, which is very much important. 1 joule is equal to 10 raised power 7 erg, which you have to remember, or 1 erg is equal to 10 raised power minus 7 joule. These are two formulas which you have to remember. Hope you have got today's lecture. Tomorrow we will with another lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.